So we don't think that police and prisons keep us safe. In fact, we think that they add more violence and add more harm.
No, they still human, but they let their job to get the best of them. Like, they live a life like us too. They gotta pay taxes and things like that too, but they feel like when they in the blue badge, they can do whatever they want.
I think rage was the only way for me to like comprehend all that I felt.
I had like 6, 8 friends die. Like, a lot of people pass away.
The person that you was just with can die 3 hours later, especially in Chicago. You never know when it's your day to die.
Coming to Assata's, I was just like kind of lost and looking for a place to put a lot of my anger around the things that were going on.
After the first meeting, I wanted to join because it gave me the feeling of family, like that I could come to this space and feel safe. I learned about Assata Shakur, feminism, how to be an organizer, becoming a better organizer.
I was looking for answers, and like Assata was just the first place that rage was like rightfully answered, in the first place where I saw a lot of other people's rage being validated.
So my name is Paige May. I am the co-founder of Assata's Daughters and currently work as the organizing director. I had the idea, it felt like there was a need to create a container for young people to be able to participate in meaningful ways in the movement for Black lives.
People need an outlet. It gave me the feeling of like I could come to this space and speak my mind and not be ridiculed by anyone.
I think when we started, being naive really worked in our favor. I don't think we understood the scale of what we would become and thus what we had to build and what we had to do. And it's been a hugely steep learning curve. But at the time, it was just one of those moments that just made sense, and it really truly felt like we have everything we need. Even though we don't know exactly what we're doing, we have everything we need.
No Cop Academy is a coalition of multiple organizations. Rahm Emanuel, the mayor of the city, proposed a $95 million Cop Academy. This building was proposed to be built in an area where 6 out of 50 Chicago public schools were torn down. We just think the money could be better allocated, and that's like the goal of the No Cop Academy campaign.
There's a long history of young people engaging in protest, particularly teenagers engaging in protest. Through No Cop, you're seeing young Black people insist you will hear us.
We have a voice, and if you want to stand up, just stand up. You don't have to back down just because you're 16. You don't have to back down just because you're 13. You can still have a voice, no matter how old you are.
We filled City Hall with more people than I've ever seen. They could not get a sentence out.
What happens often is that young people are used to show something and like used in ways that we don't agree with.
I believe in people saying no. I believe in people disobeying. No one is born this like incredible radical person, right? And that we should start to look at what helps, what pushes people in those ways. We're trying to make sure that young folks in our neighborhood have the tools that they need to survive, and to thrive, and to organize. So this is the Assata's HQ, or home quarters. We wanted to have a space in the neighborhood where young people from that neighborhood could help transform a building that had been abandoned. Everything from the colors to where the bookcases are to how the books are arranged to that green square. There's a story behind it of a young person who made that decision, who was a part of building this into what it is. This neighborhood has one of the highest percentages of vacant lots in the city. This is one of the few buildings that's left, and this is a result of divestment and intentional displacement of the people that live here.
Youth activists in Chicago's Washington Park neighborhood are mourning the loss of their headquarters this week after the city knocked down their building.
Our young people saw our space as a home, as a way to focus on building up their dedication to restorative justice.
Chicago police say they are investigating the incident.